Hello guys, it's SlackOut here, and today we have our APA Indigo League battle, and with the Teambuilder at first, of course, and we are facing Jed Swarley in this battle and the Monterrey Suicunes, and I haven't opened what they have. God damn it. Where are you? Where are you? The professional way of doing this. They have Crowdon, Mew, Cerberus, Noivern, Volcanion, Ardino, Shackle, Electros, Registeel, Mega Gardevoir, Pangoro, and Wartortle on their lineup. And as you can see above me, I pretty much predicted every single one of these, except the last part with Electros, was that it could be Noivern, it could be Volcanion, it could be Electros, or then it could be Shackle for some shenanigans. Or it could be Pangoro to break some of my stuff. But the Electros came, I believe, to counter the Electros pretty much. Electros? Electros came to counter the Electros. Right, that's not correct. Coco and the flying spam from Rayquaza. So, going into our sets, we have Tapu Koko here with Thunderbolt, Nature's Madness, U-Turn, and Taunt. Their team doesn't have really good recovery from Nature's Madness. Most of the time they switch in either Registeel or Groudon or Electros on our Koko. So Nature's Madness takes half of those health away, and then we can just U-turn out of there or taunt them, depending if they are Registeel or Groudon. Because if the Groudon comes in, I want to taunt them first if they decide to go for Sword Stance or Rock Polish, so I don't get absolutely obliterated by that. Because we can leave one Adamant Percival. How do you even pronounce that move? Either way, the Groudon's Signature move, we can take one of those with Sugar Berry and 52 defense and 100 HP. And then I believe we have enough speed to outspeed Serperio. I believe so. Please say I did that. We have 320, Serperio has 357. God damn. Oh, I was speed creeping. Oh, right. Yeah. I was speed creeping Mons to go for Rayquaza speed tier. So Rayquaza has Asset Jolly. Jolly, they have 317. And if they would speed creep that, they would have to be on 318, and I went up 1, so if they misput the speed or something like that, I would still outspeed or speed time. And now that I think about it, I should have gone to 321. That sucks. Because if they were speed creeping me, speed creeping them, then I would have outsped them still with this. And yeah, pretty much max special attack to hit people with Thunderbolt. And then we have Rayquaza. Rayquaza here with Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Dragon Ascent, Skyblade. With 148 speed to outspeed something below this threshold. Probably Electros. And then we have max attack Adamant. And 8 HP, so we can take 4 rocks damage if something happens. And this coverage pretty much means that if I get one Dragon Dance up and I have chip on stuff like Mew and such like those, this Rayquaza actually can kill every mon. And Groudon, depending if I get Nature's Madness on it, then this goes them pretty much from the full, without boost, from the half they are at, depending on their set, I believe. But this mon hits so damn hard with Dragon Ascent, I'll tell you, the calcs are insane. If I get +1 up on stuff like Groudon Solar Beaming on Airlock or something like that, or more using Stealth Rock or something, even Registeel cannot switch into this and take Dragon Ascent plus Earthquake. It's that strong. The Dragon Ascent does like 40% on the Registeel that resists the flying. And then we have our Queen Cup with Mold Breaker What move did I? Oh, the Intimidate. This is my primary switch into the Groudon to see if they are Fire move, or if they have Solar Beam. If they have Solar Beam and they are trying to counter the Gyarados with that, I can switch into the Rayquaza on the Solar Beam. And then Avalanche one-shots non-defensive Groudon, so if they... I believe this is so, if they Sword Stance, I put them in -1, and they have Stone Edge, or Earthquake, or Percy-Piddle. The Groudon move. This can live it. I believe after rocks. It does like 73 or something like that. If I remember correctly. And then Avalanche kills it. So if they are set up, Groudon this wins, and if they are defensive, Groudon this two-shots them. And I don't have Water Stab because of the sun that a Groudon puts up. Because Crunch usually does the most work here. Avalanche is on. Pretty much Earthquake is for Reggie still, I believe. Something else maybe. Oh, the Volcanion. Yeah, Volcanion. Because this man is actually good switching to the Volcanion as well. Because I can Toxic it or Earthquake it. And then we have Skarmory with Okabe if they have HP Fire Superior or the Flamethrower Groudon. We can put on spikes or stuff like that on them. If we get one layer of spikes and one stealth rock, well of course one stealth rocks up, then pretty much Rayquaza wins. So that's that. And then we have Defog on the same one that we have spikes on. Yikes, if they somehow manage to mess me up with their hazard. And Brave Bird is there to hit the Superior. And then we have our Yuxi with Papa Berry. This is our primary answer for Gardevoir. We take 2 Hyper Voices, Papa Berry pops, and we take the third one. And at that moment we have Toxic it off Foul Blade. If there's substitute, Foul Blade breaks it like all the time, I believe. So that's good. And we can set up rocks on those. And then Barrican 2, the Blender, the MVP. Mostly special defense, this can be our Sabery and Mega Gardevoir answer as well. Toxic, Dry Attack, Ice Beam, Recover with Analytic. Take a hit them back, heal back up, take the hit them back, and stuff like that. Pretty much. Just general Porygon 2 stuff. Porygon 2 is so good in new best format because it tanks like all of them. Pretty much all of them. But yeah, that's pretty much the team. The game plan here is to weaken stuff enough with Nature's Madness and bait stuff in with Gyarados and Clockwork, and in the end press Dragon Dance once on Rayquaza and kill everything with Dragon Dance. That's the main plan, and hopefully it works. Rayquaza is such a good win con, it would be stupid to not play towards it. But yeah, we will see you guys in a little bit with the battle. Let's hop straight into the battle. And they lead Electros, and we lead... Sorry, I'm still kind of sick, a little bit sick. We lead with Coco, and we hit them with the Nature's Madness. Whatever they're switching, they take 50%. It's so good in this matchup. They U-turn on us, critical hit doesn't really matter. Then the Gardevoir comes in. I don't have the greatest switchings to this, and I can't actually kill this in one hit. So we U-turn out of here. And we go into Yuxi. Yuxi has Wikiberry, I believe. And that should... Like, if they now Hyper Voice again, we get the Wikiberry back and they Psychic here. They say that it was a misclick. Or, I'm not sure. Because the Hyper Voice was good for me and Psychic was bad for me. So that's actually the right play. I switch in Skarmory, they take... the Skarmory takes 41% from the Hyper Voice. We go back into the Yuxi on the Electro switch, and I'm going to hope that we leave the knockoff because it's roll. They crit, so no roll needed there, which is sad because our Papa Berry didn't go off. And now our Coco can come in and Thunderbolt freely. And no, it cannot. That was also a roll, and we didn't get it. That's sad, but Electros is now dead on rocks. Registeel comes in. Do we switch out, or did I go with the Nature's Madness? We don't, so they can't actually stealth rock at all. And now we are going to hit them with the Nature's Madness, but they switch into Electros, sacking it off to the rocks and getting something else in. As like this Cerebro, which is really scary at this moment because our Yuxi is dead, which was one of our two answers for this thing. We go into a Porygon because Porygon can tank 2, maybe 3 hits depending on rolls. They are leftovers, so they are not Scarf. Our Koko can kill it easily, and they crit with the second Leaf Storm. That really didn't matter, I think. Like, it would have still 3-hit KO'd me. Oh yeah, obviously we can't take 3 of those. It always boosts the damage. And they kill us off with the hidden power, which I believe to be fire for Skarmory. And we go into Koko, because Koko outspeeds the Cerebri and kills it with U-turn. I believe it was, if it was like max HP or something, Thunderbolt had a roll, so I didn't want to go for it. Then the Groudon comes in with that Sun. We hard swap into Gyarados because it gets Intimidate off, and let's see what this set is. And it's a special Groudon, which is weird for me. Not weird, it's okay. They Flamethrower, we take that really well, and then we Mega Evolution, and they Solar Beam on us. That hurts. And we do the Avalanche, and they are bulky Groudon here. But because they are Solar Beam, we can actually go into a Rayquaza. Because we have Airlock, there is no Sun at this moment. There's Solar Beam, it needs to recharge for that. And we can reset up with our Dragon Dance. Look at that. And we take 6% damage. And now our Rayquaza can actually handle this thing. So Resisteel comes in, this cannot take Dragon Ascent plus Earthquake, which is good. And yeah, we get at least one kill with this Rayquaza at this moment. Depending on the Mew set, we could sweep here. So Mew has to come in. Yeah, Mew has to come in this Rayquaza. And I'm scared of Ice Beam. We can leave it with no special defense drop. We go into Gyarados, checking if they have that. And they have Dazzling Gleam. We can take 2 of those without special defense drop, so we can set up on this Mew. And we crunch this Mew, hits fairly hard. I believe it was like max HP set for it to do that much. Or max, was it max defense? I don't remember how the Calyx went. And we go in Rayquaza, and I have 3 Dragon Dance here because the Dazzling Gleam is gonna do like 42% or something like that. 38%, even less. And our Rayquaza actually can just click Dragon Ascent 3 times and win the game here, I believe. But there's still one surprise that happens here. And they go into Groudon, and they pop a Papa Berry here because of rock damage. And now I was doing like 2 minutes calculating, like, what? Can I actually kill this with Dragon Ascent? And then I stalled it out there. Which you don't obviously see in the replay, but I still stalled it out. I'm sorry for that, Jed. And then my Rayquaza goes in and pickups like, did it pick up like 5 kills? No, 4 kills. Mew, Gardevoir, Groudon and Resisteel, which is awesome. And then Koko got 1 kill, and Yuxi? Who set up rocks? Yuxi probably set up rocks. I don't remember if I had them on Skarmory or Yuxi. Anyways, our Rayquaza is beast this week, and that Airlock Solar Beam was great, and I'm hoping to do more of those in the future. Airlock is really good ability in general if the opponent has any kind of possible weather in their arsenal. But yeah, we win 3-0 fashion, which is nice. I'm not sure if I could have done something better in this game. Maybe prepping wise, because the Serp was... If it was a Scarf Serp... Well, if it was a Scarf Serp, I could have gone to Rayquaza, and then yeah, I don't think I... Or Skarmory wins against that as well. So yeah, I don't really think that prep was any bad. It wasn't like really good, except for the Rayquaza, and I love the Koko set with Taunt, Nature's Madness, Thunderbolt U-turn, because it did so much in this matchup. Because if the Groudon swapped in and I got the Nature's Madness on it, like, it doesn't get any recovery. That's every single mon of mine, I think, except Yuxi and Skarmory. So that's 1/3. So yeah, not really all of my team. But most of my team could then kill Groudon from 50% range. With either Avalanche from Gyarados, Ice Beam from Porygon, and Dragon Lesson from Rayquaza. Oh wait, Go actually can't kill it. So that's half my team could and half my team couldn't. So I'm just talking out of my ass this time. But yeah, really good game. The Jed, no super hacksy game. I got some crits. They got crits on me, but those most of the time didn't matter at all. I believe. Like the Hyper Voice Psychic play was only thing that mattered because Yuxi couldn't actually recover back up with the Papa Berry, but what can you do? Next week we will be having first match of the new league, well not new, for this channel new, UCA Season 2 first week of battle, and tomorrow will the UCA draft analysis will go up. So that's that. Be excited for that one. And next week, of course, the UCA battle and the APA Indigo battle. We are taking our last battles in the APA. I believe we have 4 more after this. Week 9, Week 10, Week 11, and Week 12. And we are now sitting at 6-2? 6-2. That's really good. Really good record for this league. But I'm hoping to actually continue with this win streak and go all the way to the 10-2 levels, which I'm hoping to do. But yeah, thank you for watching. We will see you guys next time. See ya.